Folks, it's Donald McCarthy here bringing you your update for Bloordale Village for sales in May of 2020. And as always, we're going to look at the least expensive home and the most expensive home, and then we're just going to discuss briefly some of the statistics in Bloordale Village. Okay, so first off, let's look at the least expensive home. It was 68 Lappin Avenue, listed at 888. And sold for $1,016,000. So yes, in this environment, we are still able to list some homes. This one was a vacant property, so access was very easy during this pandemic period, and getting traffic in was quite easy. Not a strategy I'd suggest for, let's say, a tenanted property, or owner and tenant occupied. But anyways, here you go, 68 Lappin. Again, all of this is for download below me here in the video section on YouTube. And then the most expensive, here was another sale, 35 Ward in the middle, 3 sales in Bloordale, by the way. And then this was the most expensive sale in Bloordale Village. Actually, this was my sale, 10 Armstrong Avenue. This was a tenanted property. Definitely a more difficult product to shift in this current environment, because you have to look after the tenants and try and buy their needs as well as the seller's needs to sell and everything. So here we go. We actually had this property on the market for 34 days, which is unique definitely in this environment. Or not in this environment, but prior to having a property in the market for 34 days. But because of the situation we were dealing with, it took a little bit longer. But lo and behold, we had 4 offers ultimately in this property, and we sold for a little bit above asking ultimately. So market definitely picking up again. So those were your least expensive and your most expensive. So now, just wanted to bring up here Bloordale Village stats. 1 second. Okay, so here's our 6-month overview, and I remember last month we said we'd keep an eye on this chart, because most importantly what we're looking at here is average list to sale ratio, average days on market over the last 6 months. Now obviously we've a lot of data in this chart as well here that is it brings in 4 months of pre-pandemic statistics, but still it's unique. We are obviously selling during this pandemic. So we're still very much in Bloordale Village in a seller's market, when stuff is still selling for 9% above asking and selling in on average of 9 days. Okay, on average price for the different product, detached semi-townhomes was 1.150. We can definitely see that Bloordale Village is still very attractive, doing very well. So if you are selling, you can still do very well in terms of pricing. Okay, now I also wanted to drag your attention to quick chart here on this is W2, so this combines everywhere from Christie Pitts all the way over to Hyde Park, north of the Bloor line, upwards of Davenport and thereabouts. And so you can definitely see here, this is what happened in 2019. Big shoot up in prices towards the end of 2019, again supplier problem. A very strong price growth as well to January, February. Pandemic right in the middle of March. Prices have dropped, but I would expect next month that we will see this level off, if not come up slightly. That's my prediction, that we're over the worst of the pandemic. So there you have it, folks. Donald McCarthy here. Look, reach out to us if you have any questions in terms of real estate. We're here for you. It's Donald McCarthy, Keller Williams Realty. Okay, ciao, ciao.